Welcome to Kelly's Kitchen. Brian is here with me again today, and we are going to teach him how to make Italian wedding soup. Because it was minus 19 wind chill this morning, and we need a little something to warm up our bones, right?
That's right, yeah, it's pretty cold outside, so I love Italian wedding soup. It's delicious, it's got meatballs, and of course that's the highlight for me is the meatballs, but it's really good.
And that's why we double the meatball side of this, because the boys definitely like more meatballs in their soup.
Excellent. Double the meatballs. I like it. All right. So let's get into it. We're going to make some Italian wedding soup. I don't know if you've had that before, but it's delicious if you haven't. So how are we starting here?
So today we are starting with, this is a ground pork, which is a pound of ground pork and a pound of ground beef. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to I'm just going to get in here and do this, and maybe I can get you to pass me stuff where I
can do that. Yeah.
Where I got my hands in the meat. Mm-hmm. Just blending the two together so it's a nice mixture. Okay, the next thing that you're going to give me are 3 eggs.
3 eggs?
3 eggs.
Coming up. I'll set them there.
There we go. Okay.
Hold them up. Okay.
So we have 3 eggs, and those get in here, and this is where it's really fun. You'll enjoy this. It's like, I can't tell you anything that it's like. It's just gooey.
It's just gooey.
Yeah.
Well, gooey can be fun.
Now, the next thing that we have on the list there, what's on that list? It's 4 tablespoons of
Parmesan cheese.
Parmesan cheese.
That's after the eggs. So it's 3 eggs slightly beaten. 4 tablespoons.
Tablespoons, capital
Parmesan
T.
cheese. So I think I know what Parmesan cheese is.
No, you're not there.
No. There.
That's Parmesan cheese. Yep.
Yep. That's what you want.
Yep.
Got to make sure.
Okay.
You want me to pour it in?
Yes, I want you to pour it in.
Let me record it. It's hard to pour and record at the same time. Just dump it in?
Dump it in. That's good.
Okay, I was being too fancy.
The next thing that's on the list there should be breadcrumbs.
All right, I'll do this part.
Okay. I don't have the breadcrumbs on there. Okay, so it's 8 tablespoons of breadcrumbs.
8 tablespoons of breadcrumbs.
Yeah, that comes out, and they're over there in that little bowl.
Oh, that's the breadcrumbs.
That's the breadcrumbs. I don't have them written down. Okay, dump.
So 8 tablespoons of breadcrumbs. Hold it up for the camera, dump it in.
And, okay. Now that's panko breadcrumbs, and it makes for a nice, with the eggs, it takes up some of the moisture, but it makes the meatballs moist. Okay.
I like moist meatballs.
The next thing that's on the list over there, sweetie.
Well, the next one was the dried basil.
Okay. You know which one dried basil is?
I have no idea.
Okay. It's green. So go over there and look.
Green?
Yes, basil's green. Look in the little dishes.
What's this one then?
Yep. And that should be 2 teaspoons of dried basil.
2 teaspoons of dried basil going in. Just dump.
Yep. And you'll notice that there's really no salt and pepper in these meatballs because of the Parmesan cheese will actually act as a salty mixture. The next one is 2 teaspoons of onion powder.
Onion powder. I think I can find that.
Well, I think it's the last one, little dish over there. Yep.
So.
Okay.
Ooh, 3D. There we go. So that's.
Sprinkle it.
Sprinkle it. Okay.
Yeah. Not up high. Just sprinkle it.
Sometimes it's up high. Sometimes
it's not. No, because it's going to get mixed in.
So the chicken wings, the salt and stuff, was it from up high?
It was up high.
There we go.
There we go. But we weren't mixing in there with the chicken wings.
I'm finessing my sprinkling technique. That's what I'm doing.
Okay, so that is the mixture.
And that is Murphy.
That's Murphy.
Hi, Murphy.
He's our meat cat. Now, next is over there.
Over here.
Is the tray. And I'll move this over. And you can bring the tray over that has parchment lined on it.
Yep.
And we are going to make spoon-size meatballs.
A meatball.
So it's about that size.
There you go. Spoon-sized meatballs.
Spoon-size meatballs, because you want, when you're having Italian wedding soup, you want to have a little meatball, and that was a little smaller, but that's all right.
Yeah, I suppose you wouldn't want a big, like full-size meatball in soup. That would
No.
be just a little too much. So.
There we go. And we're going to bake these in the oven at 375. And it's mainly to get a little bit of a crust, a little bit of browning on them. So it adds a little bit more flavor to the soup. And they're not quite walnut size. They're more, what, a little bit bigger than a hazelnut.
Yeah.
Okay, and through the mystery of video, we have 2.5 trays of meatballs. They're not all uniform, but they're eclectic.
Not in the military? Why would
No,
they
exactly.
why would they be uniform? Let's get in the hang of it. There's definitely some footballs, some tall ones, short ones, fat ones, skinny ones. I'm all over the map, but when it's in the soup, you won't even notice, right?
Exactly.
Right.
They will fit on your spoon, though.
And that's important. Gotta fit
So,
on your spoon.
now
All right, so what's the next step?
Next step is to set the
Oven.
oven to bake at 375. Turn the light on. And we'll see if we can get these in here.
Does it have to preheat, or we can put them in?
It should preheat,
It should
but
preheat.
I'm gonna put them in.
We're gonna fudge out a bit.
Okay, so we will wait for those to cook and then put these ones in, and then we'll start with our soup.
I can't wait for this smell. They're gonna smell so good. Wish we had smell-o-vision. Should we get smell-o-vision?
Smell-o-vision, yeah.
All right,
So
we'll
it's
be
like
back.
scratch and sniff.
Kinda, in a way. All right, we'll be back shortly. Once these cook, we'll get these in, and we'll be back to finish the process and making the soup.
Okay, so we're back, and we have our meatballs, most of them out of the oven.
Bring those puppies all around here.
I'll bring the puppies all around.
There we
go.
Meatballs are done in the oven.
And they don't have to be totally done because you're going to put them in the soup, and the soup is going to cook them a little bit more.
Interesting.
So, now what we need to do is we need to start making the soup base.
Soup
Okay?
base.
The
Okay.
base. The liquid in the soup.
Okay.
Okay? So what we're going to do is do 11.5 cups of water.
Eleven and a half cups. Cold or hot, does it matter?
It doesn't make any difference, no. I like it hot because then the bouillon that I use dissolves better. So that's 4. And another 4. And the bouillon that I use is the Better Than Bouillon from Costco. It's a roasted chicken. And
Roasted chicken.
it is very, very good. You want me to put it there?
That'll work.
And you use 1 teaspoon to 1 cup of water. So we have 11.5 teaspoons of bouillon.
And that just goes
That's
in the
just
water?
going to go in the water, yep.
Okay. Put her in there.
So I'm just going to whisk that up and get it all in there.
I'll just stand here and look pretty.
You can do that rather well.
I'm learning. I'm absorbing. all
Wait
this.
until I ask them to make this. We should film that, and I'll be on the filming, and you can do the cooking.
Yeah, that'd be a horror movie.
Okay, so that's all mixed. Now, I'm going to put the meatballs in.
Okay.
So we just kind of take those and scoop them all up and put them in there.
There we go. Looks good.
And I use parchment. It's a whole lot easier than trying to scrape them off of the metal tray. I'm a big fond lover of parchment paper. I'll put that out of the way. And we will... Now the next part is the vegetables that are going into it. And there's carrots, and they're 2/3 of a cup of finely chopped carrots, and 2/3 of a cup of finely diced onions. I should say diced. It's a fine dice. There's the 2/3 of a cup of finely diced carrots.
Yep.
And they're going to go
Looks
in
like
there.
carrots anyway. I'm guessing the carrots.
They're going to go in there. And notice that Murphy hasn't been around. And there's the 2/3 a cup of finely diced onion.
Onion.
And now again, no salt is needed because of the bouillon. And if I had like a roast chicken the day before, I would have put I would have made my own stock, but
And you
I
don't
didn't
have,
do that today.
You don't have to be an Italian to eat this.
No.
Anybody. Which is a good thing because I'm not Italian.
Now I have 4 cups of chopped spinach.
Chopped spinach. 4 cups.
It's going in. And it makes a good pot, as you can see. Because
Yeah, the pot's full.
there's lots of meatballs. I mean, you can get 2 in every scoop. The boys will like that.
Yeah, that's what we like.
And
I would think you wouldn't boil this, like just simmer maybe, or
it's
would
gonna
you?
be it's gonna be cooked.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
You actually do
Because
give it a
we
good
have
boil.
the orzo.
The orzo.
Now we can either have orzo, or we've also had it with the Israel-style couscous. We find that the orzo gives it a better taste, better texture as well. Sometimes the Israeli couscous keeps growing. So I'm just going to put
So
that in
what
there.
is orzo? Do you know? I don't even know what that is.
It's a type of couscous. It's a
it's a type of
big
couscous.
couscous, yeah.
Okay.
So that's it. Now we're going to put it on the stove and we're going to cook it. And we'll be back to show you the finished product.
All right. Stay tuned. Don't go too far.
Okay, it's done, and I'm just going to bring it over and put it here. We took the other half of a tray of meatballs out of the oven and put them in. I think that you can see what it looks like. Orzo is nice and thickened. The only thing I can say is taste along the way, because sometimes the orzo takes a lot of the flavor out of it. And you might have to add more bouillon, or you might have to add more salt, or you might have to add both. So it all depends upon your taste.
What do they call that? Seasoned to taste?
Seasoned to taste. Okay. We will get a nice scoop out here with lots of meatballs.
We're going to plate it. That's what we're doing. We're plating it. I think that's what you call it. Or bowling it.
Well, yeah, this is a bowl. So that's what it looks like.
Nice.
And then we put some Parmesan, freshly grated Parmesan from Costco.
There we go.
Excuse my fingers. And you can put, again, put as much or as little as you like.
Lots.
You like lots, I know, I know. That's why I love you, you're kind of cheesy.
I'm cheesy. Got that right. All right. Well, thank you. I think I got my lunch now. I'm gonna take this and go have some lunch. Okay.
We'll see you at supper time, maybe.
Maybe. Who knows? Anyhow, thanks for watching, everybody. We really appreciate it. And if you like this show, like, share, subscribe, and follow us so we can grow the channel and bring you more of Kelly's Kitchen.
There you go.